Good morning, treasurers. This is your host Parthesh Shah from Fintech, and you are listening to Night Snippets. Here is what you need to know before going into trade for 5th January 2022 in the international market. With an eye on non-farm payrolls data on Friday, US bond markets are preparing themselves with a rate hike possibility by March 2022. US 10-year yields rose by another 3 basis points, closing at 166 percentage points, whereas 30-year yields rose by 6 basis points, closing at 2.07 percentage points on Tuesday. According to the CME Fed Watch tool, the likelihood of the Fed hiking interest rates by 25 basis points by March have surged to 66.9 percentage points as against 27.1% a month ago. The Fed Watch tool is in line with the US Federal Open Market Committee's median dot at the December meeting. In the crude oil market, crude has crossed $80 psychological mark and is now trading at $80.03 per barrel. Short-term range for crude still remains at 76 to 80. Crude has just crossed $80 per barrel mark, and now this is one of the area of concern for oil importing nations like India. In the currency market, dollar index or DXY is at 96.27. Today's range for DXY 96.18 to 96.46. USD CNY or Chinese yuan is at 635. USD INR with a low of 74.61 closed at 74.58. Support at 74.40 with a resistance at 74.70. Trading strategy: INR strength is over and DXY has started moving up again, waiting for non-farm payrolls on Friday. USD INR will trade range bound with 74.50 to 75 will be the new range till Friday's non-farm payrolls. In the domestic market, Indian market saw benchmark securities testing their support levels as the stop losses near 650 were triggered. Reasons: number 1, overnight surge in the US treasuries; number 2, crude crossing $80 per barrel psychological mark; and number 3, unexpected large borrowings from states for Q4 FY22. Knight research team has been covering the SDL borrowing calendar since it was published, and we tried to explain the implications of higher borrowing program. In just 1 week, rather in 3 days only, we are now seeing the implications live with muted demand for dated securities and no RBI intervention and global yield rising scenario. 563 2026 closed at 585 versus 579 the previous trading day, a 6 basis points increase yesterday. 610 2031 closed at 651 versus 646 the previous trading day, another 5 basis points rise. Given yesterday's weakness, psychological 650 level is broken and we expect RBI intervention in upcoming Friday's GSEC auctions. Watch out the underwriting fees for Friday's auctions from PDs. OIS curve: 1 year OIS is now sitting at 438 versus 436 the previous trading day. 2 year OIS 492 versus 488, and 5 year OIS is 554 versus 542. A 5-year OIS has now seen a jump or an increase of 12 basis points. In the trading strategies concerned, this is the time to assess your trading book's risks. Knight's mod, PV01 and VAR tools can help you assess your risk and identify reasons and strategies to mitigate. Counting yesterday's move, benchmark yields have moved up by 62 basis points in last 1 year and 76 basis points from a low of 576 seen in July 2020. SDL auctions moved as per the Knight's expectation. 10-year SDLs are now at 710 to 714, 11-year Karnataka at 718 and 13-year Karnataka at 722. Knight Research had identified that 10-year SDL GSEC spreads will be increasing up to 80 basis points, and now it has reached only 58 to 62 basis points. Knight Research team still sees the spreads to cross 730 in few auctions, as 18 January and 24 January are bigger auctions and no one will touch SDLs before the budget. Now the next fear will be corporate bond GSEC spreads. They will start widening now, and it's time to exit AAA very short term corporate bonds and start taking some credit risk in non-SLR bonds. Knight Research has already started a non-SLR trading desk and will help you to start taking credit exposure as the duration risk becomes much more riskier. As far as the trading range is concerned, 6/10/2031 will trade from 648 to 652. We expect 652 not to be broken, but if it is broken, then do not buy anything until 657. That's it for today. See you tomorrow with the new episode of Night Snippets.